Hey guys, I'm Elliott. This is Everything Elliott, and welcome to day 3 of the big dig. Today, the ditch. We're going to work on the ditch today, and let me show you why. So I've got this ditch that runs my property line here. You guys can kind of see it right there. Catches all the water that comes down the hill, you know, yada, yada, yada. It's going to catch all this water coming away from here too, but as you can tell, or may not be able to tell on camera, this level right here is about 2 feet lower than the bottom of the ditch there. So we need to deal with that. We got the John Deere 50. That's going to be doing most of the heavy lifting here today. It's going to be doing all the heavy lifting here today. I don't even know how to begin this. We're only going to start at the corner of the shop and work our way back. You know what? It just started raining, so we're just going to go for it. We're going to see how much we can get done. We'll get it started, and we'll just start picking away at it. All right, so I know right about here where I'm at is at the right elevation. So if we can get this ditch down to elevation and then just go like 12 inches deeper, we should be all right. So we got to get all this stuff out of here. We're just going to make piles because the dozer is going to come back. It's not here right now, but it is going to come back, and we'll be able to use it again. So we'll just make piles and use the dozer to push them out. And it is really starting to rain. I hope I'm not shooting myself in the foot by doing this. Get some of this material out of here so I can see what grade looks like, how close I am. If you're wondering, this is not the appropriate bucket to be digging a ditch with, but hey, we're here, we're doing it. We're just gonna get a rough ditch. We'll get it just started kind of thing. I want to at least be able to get this windrow out of my way so I can kind of see what I'm doing, you know, with the laser and stuff. Because right now the windrow's really hampering me on getting anything done, really. So once I move the majority of this windrow, I'll be in really good shape. Tell you what, now that I've started this job, I kind of have to finish it, now that the rain's coming. Exactly what I wanted. Torrential downpours in the middle of digging a ditch. All right, here's the deal. It's like starting to really rain here, so I'm gonna put the cameras away. I gotta close the doors, and I'm just gonna get after it, because now that I've started this project, the water will flood this area if I don't finish it. I'll catch you guys after it's done raining. Hopefully I don't get flooded out. Call Noah, tell him to build the ark. I need it. All right, well, it is still raining out. Not as bad as it originally was, but I got it done enough to keep water in the area, I guess you could say. Once we get down to like that area, the ditch level is actually already good enough. But yeah, I just had to get this cleaned out. Now we're in pretty good shape here. It's not 12 inches down, but it's enough to keep water in. And this area will drain into the ditch right there. So I did a pretty good job with the dozer, keeping everything away from the shop here. You can see how much water is really running. And just to show you what I mean, why I need this ditch. Oh, this is so wet and moist. Oh. Oh yeah, see that right there? That water coming out of the ground? That's why I need this ditch. That happens everywhere down the side of my property. Just coming right out of the ground there. So that catches it before it gets onto my property, and it's really raining. Not great. My son's up from his nap, which is pretty good timing, so I can go inside and hang out with him. So I don't know what we're doing next. Hopefully I can get out here tonight. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? All right, so we got a little break in the weather, which means I'm gonna get after it. I got about 45 minutes until I need to start cooking dinner. Yeah, we got it all the way down to a point that, you know, the water just kind of reaches the original ditch. So we're gonna come down here and just start tearing that up down there. I think as I go past, I'm gonna pull some of this material away as well, so I can get the excavator in here a little more. Actually, I might just leave it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. That way I can reach over top with the ditching bucket if I need to. For right now, at least. But we're gonna take the excavator, get down there, and kind of try to get all the way to the pond pipe. One, two, three. I didn't think about this. We gotta go around this big pile, buddy.
Why?
Because there's a big pile of dirt right there in our way. So we're gonna go around it, okay?
Why?
Because I said so. I know it probably seems like I'm just kind of making more of a mess after I just clean this all up, but you gotta trust the process. Ready to start digging some holes, buddy?
Yeah.
Let's start digging.
Okay. Let's start digging.
Let's start digging.
Let's start digging. Let's start digging. Let's start digging. Let's start digging. inside.
Okay, you need to get Mom then. You need to go to Mom. Maybe Mom will come get you. Okay, you're gonna have to go walk to Mom then. All right, now that my son's done in the excavator with me, I can put some tunes in, get to work. I've got, well, my watch died, and I don't have my phone. I can't even put tunes in because I don't have my phone. All right, no tunes it is. We'll just put in some high quality effort, I guess. Now, don't get me wrong, I know that this all needs to come down like a bunch, but just to get me started, this is a good place. I needed to get this windrow out of here, so this needed to happen either way. I wasn't going to be able to do this with the dozer, so it needed to happen. I know we'll still need to bring it down, so we'll be doing this ditch again. There's no doubt about that. That'll probably be this video, but you know, I don't know where things will lie. I'm just trying to get things done wherever I can, kind of thing, in the time that I can get them done. So we're kind of jumping around here, but as long as something's getting done, we're doing all right. We're pulling 2 foot of material out of here, so we're making something happen here. We're getting pretty close to the pipe. I think we might have to go find it by hand before we rip it out of the ground with the excavator. Get this big pile out of the way here. Oh, there it is. Found it. They don't call me the tooth bucket utility finder for nothing. Oh man, I found it. I found it good. Found it real good. There she is. Oh, she was a little clogged up, huh? Well, I only managed like a foot, so not too bad. Now we got some water flowing from the pond. See, the idea here is me not getting out of the machine. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the camera from here. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. Hop on the blade. Don't have to get my boots dirty, even though they're already dirty and they're going to be dirty from being on the track, but we got the camera without walking through the muck and the nastiness. Let's get this closed up a little bit. So one thing about filming these YouTube videos is it's almost weather pending, really. I mean, I do it in the rain because I have to work in the rain, but a lesser man probably wouldn't be out here filming videos. I don't have nearly enough subscribers to do this full time. However, if I did do this full time and I had, all right, now I got the tripod all set. If I had enough subscribers and I could do this full time, I'd probably be a lot more picky about when I'm filming and when I'm not. But since I don't do this full time, I kind of have to do it whenever I have free time, which is right now in the pouring rain. So let's go. Let's get this machine back to dry ground, and we will park it. I don't think anything more is going to happen with this until the dozer gets back here, because I made a mess. And yeah, we're going through the mud right now. This is pretty much off-roading right now. This is why I needed new undercarriage parts. Not that I caused the previous undercarriage parts to go, but this is exactly how they go, doing stuff like this. But sometimes you just got to get the job done. We got some nice flow going through this ditch. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks really good. It's flowing really well. So we're in pretty good shape. All right, so we're going to put a pause on this video. Hopefully the dozer's back here in a day or two, and we can push some more of this dirt out. Okay, so I don't know where we left off on this project because I started it a couple days ago, but I can tell you where we're going to pick it up today. I've got the John Deere warming up in the background off camera. I'm sure you can hear it, but I also have the laser in my hand. Now, I've set up this laser plenty of times on video, so hopefully you know how to do that by now. And currently, I have the receiver set to 4 inches below the concrete in my shop because we need to find the elevation of the end of that ditch, and we need to get it there, and we need to get this ditch set at the proper elevation to hold some pipe in it, because I'm gonna put pipe in it, which sounds kind of crazy, but that's what we're gonna do. All right, now the concrete in my shop is one elevation. It's the same all the way out. It's the same all the way through. So that back corner of my shop, this is, how do I explain this on camera? It's kind of difficult. We're fighting 2 slopes here. So we need a slope away from the shop, and then we need a slope down the ditch, right? So 2 different slopes we need to fight. Oop. So that back corner of the shop, that's where we need to pull grade off of. Essentially, that back corner is going to be what I would consider the lowest point, right? This is really difficult for me to put into words. Essentially, we need to figure out how deep it needs to be over there based off the back corner of the shop, which is the same as the front corner of the shop. So it is 30 feet from the edge of the shop to the ditch. So we need run out this way, which I'm going to do 3 inches, so 30 feet, 1 inch per 10 feet, which isn't really super standard, but it'll be plenty. So 3 inches below grade will get us to the top of the ditch, the top of the wall of the ditch, in that far corner back there. And then I'm putting 12-inch pipe in. So we need to do another 12 inches. So 3 plus 12, so 15 inches. And then probably another, let's say like 2 inches just for, now that's 12 inches. Let's do another 4 inches just to make sure we're good and covered. Yeah, so we have 3 inches, 12 inches for the pipe, so that's 15 inches, 16, 17, 18, 19 inches. We need to go 19 inches below this. And this is already set to 4 inches below concrete. So in total, we're going 23 inches below grade of concrete, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. So let's get this grade stick moved. 19 inches. So we are currently, well, we'll just count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is now set to the bottom of the ditch, the highest point of the bottom of the ditch. All right, well, this is going to be the highest low point. Wow. All right, that's how far we need to go down. It needs to go down like 1.5 feet. I'm gonna go get the John Deere, bring it over here. We'll start digging a hole. Oh, thank you. Coffee delivery service. Because it is 7 o'clock in the AM on a Saturday. Alright, I feel like I should check grade real quick. See how close we are. The machine is in the way. That is not ideal. Oh, did I go too low? No way. This is still on, right? Yep. Alright, still gotta go way lower. Oh boy. Alright, we need to check that. Because I don't want to go too crazy low. Seriously? Lower? Oh my god. I hope you can appreciate how deep this ditch is. Oh boy. Doing stuff like this makes me second guess my math sometimes. But the laser doesn't lie. The laser does not lie. I'm gonna have to dig me a step here so I can get in and out without falling. We gotta be getting close here. All right, we're close. We're within an inch. So I think I'm gonna call that good enough. We'll start digging it. And we'll start digging it back. I hope you can appreciate how deep this is. Hopefully it doesn't look this deep when, obviously this side of the ditch is going to be this deep. But hopefully this side of the ditch isn't that deep. Oh my God. What am I getting myself into here? So I know I said I was going to check this with the laser, but honestly, I think we're on the right path here. I got a pretty decent eye. So I think we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Man, this is a hole. Holy cow. And we've hit groundwater, which that's a thing. Contemplating everything I'm doing here. You got to trust the laser though. You just got to trust it. Cuz man, this looks crazy. But I'm going to put you guys in time lapse. I'm going to get after it and just I got about 30 more minutes until my wife needs to leave, so I need to go watch my son. So holy cow. I mean, we're all of at least 5 feet over here. Yeah, I'm gonna time lapse, rock and roll. I'm gonna get after it. See you guys in a little bit. We'll give you an update. Man. Well, that's about as far as I'm going to get with my son in the machine. We're doing good. All right, we're doing pretty good here. This might be a little high. Yep, it is. So we'll have to, from right about here, is a little high. I don't even know if you can see me. But my son wants to hang out, so I'm going to go hang out with him. And I'll probably just end up finishing this during nap time. And we'll be back out afterwards, I guess. I don't know. I never know how to do these breaks in the video. All right, so here's where we're at. I got the ditch mostly dug all the way back to where it needs to be. I got to go a little further, but it's good enough for right now. This is my pond overflow pipe that I broke with the excavator when we were digging. We're going to cut it back. I got an extra section of pipe that we're going to put in here. And this will connect to an upright, like a riser. a 12-inch riser, and we'll just drill it into that, and then down she goes. Tucker's grabbing the pipe. All right, so I'm gonna have to cut this down because we can't have it that long. All right, that's that. This piece can be gone for right now. And then this will hook onto here, like that. Yeah, that's plenty long, and then that way. All right, I'm gonna go grab the glue. I'm gonna leave the Sawzall out because we need that. We need to get cutting some pipe. We need to get a 90 and a stick of 12-inch pipe.
Why are you replacing it?
Because I broke it with the excavator.
We just randomly had that pipe?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, you call me a hoarder.
Yeah.
Good thing I had it. Tucker's not a very good helper right now. All right, there, that's seated. Good. Hello? Hello? You could probably hear me on the other side. Like a game
I'm
of...
not putting my head in the pond.
You can put your head in the pond.
Zero desire to
Go
do
put
that.
your head in the pond.
No, thank you.
Put it in the pond.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Thanks. You're a great camera woman. A camera woman.
Camera woman.
All right, so with this, what?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. That's a stretch.
Hi!
All right, so with this pipe now set, I can go get my first section of 12-inch pipe, my 90, and my riser, and we'll get that in here.
Oh, Tucker's doing it.
Hello! Oh, you can't hear? Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Carson, you just dumping rocks?
came a telephone. All right, we need a 12-inch pipe. I know I need to stone below this pipe, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna find some like maybe 4 to 6 inch rocks, and we'll put the pipe on top of those rocks. That way the stone it'll find its way around. I hope. That's the plan at least. All right, Tucker, your mission is to find me like a bunch of 4-inch stones, because listen, this is what we need to do. We're gonna put the stones in the hole, the pipe on top of the stone, so the pipe is elevated. Does that make sense? All right, so we got a 90, a riser, and a connector. Probably should just get the riser connected to the 90. All right, there's my riser. Now we gotta get a hole cut in this pipe and set it in. Kinda. Let's just do it like right here. All right. It's in there. So now the pond overflow will go into there, down the little riser, and it'll follow out all the way. If you're wondering, this is 12-inch corrugated. So it's got holes in it, so water will seep out into this ditch. I gotta be honest with you guys, this video is probably getting super long, and today's Saturday, so I wanna get this edited and out to you guys tomorrow for Sunday. So I'm gonna stop this video right now, and the next video, I don't know if it's gonna be next, but there will be a video of me laying all this pipe. Trust me, that'll happen. Well guys, thanks for watching. And, you know, I usually ask for you guys to subscribe if you haven't done so already, but this time I'm going to ask if there's somebody that you think might be interested in my videos, hit that little share button down below. Share it over to them and tell them, hey, check this guy out. Well, until the next one, hope you guys have a great day.